Good evening, boys and girls. I've got a really good story tonight, but it's 4 pages long, so hang on to your britches.
What's it going to be about?
David and Goliath. A little bit. Mostly what happened afterwards.
Okay. So, the day after?
Yeah. Well, it's like this. After David killed Goliath, Saul, the king guy, he brought him to the palace to live. There, in Saul's house, David met the son of Saul. He's one of his sons named Jonathan. They must have been the same age.
Close.
And the two, they became very close friends. And they loved each other and with all their little hearts. And they promised that they would always love each other and be the best friends ever. Jonathan and David, BFFs. And Jonathan, he even gave David his robe and his sword and his bow. Yeah, all the royal stuff to have, just alike.
So they're twins?
Almost. Then David, he did everything that Saul asked him to do very well. And it was not long before Saul appointed him to be one of his generals in the army. Yeah. And David, he was a wonderful fighter, as he had been, when he killed Goliath. And he was very well liked by his men. So, he was the sort of man whom everyone admired. Yep. He was, the cream of the crop.
You think so?
Well, on his return from one battle, the people came out to meet David, singing and chanting. And this was their song. Saul has killed his thousands, and David his 10,000s. Uh-oh. Rivalry.
Yep,
When Saul heard this, he became jealous of David. He didn't want David to be better or liked more than he was. And he already knew that God was not going to let his son, like Jonathan, become the king. Because he had not been the hottest ruler that he could have been. Maybe he even wondered if David was going to be the one to take the throne. Wait a minute. I know who's taking the throne.
Yeah, you read the story the days before.
He doesn't know, though. But I do. Okay. But David had not told anyone that indeed he was the one that God had chosen to be the next king. Yeah, who would believe it anyway?
I don't know.
Saul's worrying seemed to drive him nearly mad. The Spirit of God had left him, and the spirit that came over him, I know that is, made him very unhappy. Sometimes he would behave like a crazy dude. Dude. Now, you will remember that David was not only a shepherd and a fighter, but he was a musician. So, he tried to make Saul feel better. He brought in his harp and he sang some songs that he had written while he was in the fields. But while he was playing, this did not soothe the beast. Saul became very angry and threw his spear at David.
Did he miss?
Barely. David jumped aside just in time to miss being hit. Man, that's not a very good thank you. From that time on, Saul began to realize how powerful David was and that he was powerful because God was with him. He's getting an inkling. He knew that David was really stronger than he was, even though he was the king. He also knew that the people would not stand for him to kill David. So he sent him on dangerous missions. Oh, he's going to wipe him out one way or another.
Looks like it.
Hoping that he would be killed in a battle. But David fought bravely every time and worked just as hard as ever for Saul. And God kept him safe. cape to wear.
Why?
Because he's a Superman.
Okay.
Now, no matter what Saul did, everyone spoke of wonderful David instead. And finally Saul made no secret of wanting to kill David. Yep, but he asked the wrong person to do it.
Who?
Jonathan. He asked his BFF to knock him off.
That's not going to work.
No. You'll see. When Jonathan found out that his father felt he went straight to David and told David to hide outside until the danger was over. And then he went to his father and begged for David's life. Why do you want to kill David, father? He was never done anything so bad to you. Only good. Why, he even risked his own life to kill Goliath and save our whole nation. He's using reasoning. Yeah. He said to you too were proud of him then. That's changed. Saul loved his son and he listened carefully to what Jonathan said. And then he made a kind of half-hearted promise.
Really?
Yeah, you'll figure it out. He said, I will not kill David. He promised. I've heard promises before in this storybook.
Mm-hmm.
But another battle with the Philistines broke out, and David won it with a great victory. This is not helping his case.
Mm-hmm.
This time in his jealousy, Saul became sicker than ever. And when David came in to play and sing softly to calm him down, he has an attitude. He became so angry that he tried to pin David to the wall with his spear. That's a fine thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, David ran from the palace to his house, but he was not safe there either, because everybody knows where everybody lives in the olden days. And so he sent soldiers to find him. But David's wife helped him escape out the window. Ooh, he's got a wife?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about that. When was the wedding? Did we get invited?
No, we didn't. Not in the storybook.
Okay. This time, was there cake?
I don't know. We weren't invited to the wedding in the storybook.
Oh, okay. This time, David ran away from Saul and came to live in a place called Ramah with the prophet Samuel. We know about him. And twice Saul sent messengers to find him. And once he even went himself. Ooh, he's getting desperate. But God protected David each time. Yeah, gave him a little psst, psst. Yeah. Although David was afraid to be seen near the palace, he and Jonathan planned a secret meeting in a field. Yeah, it's a hideout. And the two friends, they were glad to see each other after being separated for so long. But their meeting was not a happy one because they had to hide and keep their friendship a secret. Yeah, secrets aren't good. What have I done? David asked Jonathan. Why is your father trying to kill me? And then this is what he said. He has promised me that he will not hurt you, David. Jonathan said, yeah, half a promise. But he knows that we are good friends, David replied. Because of that, he will keep his promise from you. Tell me what I can do to help you, Jonathan asked. I will try to do anything you ask. Well, there happened to be this feast that's getting ready to happen. So, here goes. He said, go to the feast that the king is giving. But I will not attend, because, hey, who wants their head whacked off? And when the king Saul asks for me, make some excuse. Say that I had to go to Bethlehem. If he believes you, I will know it is safe to return. But if he gets angry anyway, I will be certain that my life is in danger. Guess which one it is?
Danger.
Yeah. Just as you say, Jonathan agreed. And then they arranged a way that Jonathan would signal to David about Saul when he returned. Yeah, a little arrow message thing.
Okay.
The day of the feast, Saul did not mention the first day. These feasts went on for a long time, you know.
Yeah, they did.
The first day of the feast, Saul did not mention David's name. But on the second day, he's counting heads. The question came, where has David been the past 2 days? Like he really cares. Well, he had to make a trip to Bethlehem, Father. That's what Jonathan said. Saul's eyes blazed with anger. How dare someone run an errand instead of coming to one of his parties? He lashed out at Jonathan for being a friend with the very man who was going to take the throne away from them. Not them. He's the one that caused it, not Jonathan.
Mm-hmm.
Having to live with his own consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he promised to find David and kill him. He just said he wouldn't.
No, he said he would.
When Jonathan opened his mouth to speak a word, on behalf of David, Saul became so angry at him that he hurled his spear at his own son. Did they have something called anger management in the old days?
No. It was called get even.
Oh. That's not good. Jonathan left the banquet and went back to the field where David was hiding. And with his bow and arrows, he signaled to David that his life was in danger. And David came out from hiding and ran to kiss his beloved friend. And the two stood and cried, for they did not know if they would ever see each other again. Go in peace, Jonathan told David. The Lord shall be between us forever. And then David hurried back to find a place to hide, and Jonathan walked back towards the city to his angry father. Ooh, he's going to have some questions to answer. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be in that conversation.
Nope, you don't.
And maybe tomorrow night we'll find out some more.
We will.
About David?
Mm-hmm. Say goodnight.
Okay. That's 4 pages, kids. Good night. Snuggle down. Pull the covers up. And dream about birdies.